Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com with another FroFilmProject video. And this week we have my negatives. That's right, the negatives from all of my concerts that I first shot. Let's go through this and see what we have. Hey, puppy. And let's do it. So what we have in here, this goes from day one, my very first concert. Let's take a look what it says. It says from 10/12/02, the Counting Crows. So this is how I organized my negatives. I would have them cut in 5s instead of 4s. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Was it 5 or 6, Stephen? Is it 4? Let me take a quick look because I can just count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I had my negatives cut in 5s. When you had just regular people do them, they would cut them in 4s. 4 wasn't good for some reason. So this is a professional book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 7 sleeves. These are all archival sleeves is what I bought. And so I could actually have these all scanned today. I've scanned most of these back in the day, the good ones. To signify a good photo, I used to leave a black Sharpie dot. I would take a look at these images on a light box and with a loop, and then I would mark the ones that I wanted to have printed. So I didn't have prints made of everything that I shot because that would have been a waste of money and it would have gotten expensive. So let's see how many rolls I shot that first show. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rolls of 36 exposure, 800 speed Fuji. That was my first show. I overshot. That is way too many shots to shoot in 3 songs. Sure, they played Mrs. Potter's Lullaby, the first song, which is over 6 minutes, one of my favorite songs by them, but hey. Then the next guy in here is Graham Colton. He actually opened for the Counting Crows that day, and I almost ended up on the road with them. I went back into where the dressing room was, and I knocked on the door at the Leocora Center, and he answered, and unfortunately, they had their girlfriends on the road. If they didn't, I may have ended up on the road at that point. But that was my first introduction to shooting shows. Let's see what other kind of bands we have in here. Skip that band because they stunk. We took way too many rolls of a band called The Red Elvises. We have Maroon 5 with John Mayer. Why didn't I put a date? Jared, why didn't you put the date on here? Anyway, there's behind this, this is Maroon 5 just hanging out in their dressing room. This was before they got really, really big. I actually numbered all my rolls. I don't know what, 5737. What the heck does that mean, Jared? Aren't you supposed to take notes? Aren't you supposed to make things easy to remember 10 years later? 5737, 5741. Maybe that's the name of the roll? I don't know. But these John Mayer shots were pretty good. I think I got one of them published. Oh, then it was Maroon 5 with Vanessa Carlton. She would 1,000 Miles. Love that song. Then John Mayer again. Wow, I shot John Mayer a lot. Who knew? Lots of John Mayer. Aerosmith. December 18th, 2002. What a fantastic show that was. I got some awesome shots from that one. And I shot 2 bodies that time. I had my F5, but I got my best shots from my N90S, which is actually hanging. It's my door now. It's my peephole in the door. And I had a 20mm 2.8, which is pretty wide on a full frame camera. And I got some fantastic shots of those guys. Only 3 rolls there, which is good. Saliva. I shot Saliva. Oy, oy, oy. Theory of a Deadman. Wow. That is going way back. Those are heavy rock bands that I was listening to back then. Theory of a Deadman in AC with 3 Doors Down. Not bad. Audio Vent. Does anybody even know who Audio... Steven, do you know Audio Vent? Okay, so Audio Vent are the brothers of the guys that are in... what is that band's name? Oh, they're all over the radio still. I can't remember. Audio Vent, the brothers, darn it. Ooh, more Vanessa Carlton. She was hot. My Vanessa Carlton story is I was walking in the TLA upstairs in the dressing room area, and I was walking by the bathroom, and she came out. That's right. I was like, hey, what's up, Vanessa? Your makeup looks good. You want to make out? I didn't really say that. More 3 Doors Down. Actually, I think that Shinedown may have been on that bill first. Coldplay from their first tour, March 2003. At least I think it was their Well, it can't be their first tour. They wouldn't just have started playing the Tweeter Center at the time, I don't think. But that was the first time I shot them in 2003. The Music, remember them? They were pretty good. And then more Coldplay. Bon Jovi, awesome shots from 2003. And the Goo Goo Dolls. They opened, oh boy. And the last one in this book is Zwan. Zwan was Billy Corgan's Billy Corgan's next project after the Smashing Pumpkins was called Zwan. And that's it, guys. I know I droned on for a while, but this is my negative book. I'm sure I have another one. I do have another one at home that extended even further. This one got filled, so I started to fill another one. But the negatives are still here. They're still in archival things. This is how I archived my images back in the day. The negatives were the most important things that you could have. Without them, you don't have prints. Now I should scan all of them and just see what we have and critique that type of work. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.